We start off with city news. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio recently announced that New Yorkers will need to show proof of a coronavirus vaccination when heading to restaurants, gyms, and other indoor activities. Now, the requirements come as city officials are trying to decrease the spread of the more contagious Delta variant by encouraging more New Yorkers to get vaccinated against the virus. Now, the vaccine mandate will require customers to bring their physical vaccine card or show photo of it through the New York City COVID Safe app or the state Excelsior Pass. Inspections and enforcement surrounding the restrictions will begin after the grace period on September the 13th. Small businesses will face a fine of $1,000 or more if they're found not complying with the rules after that date. Now, officials will also be on the lookout for customers who are actually using fake vaccine cards. An offense can carry up to a 7-year prison sentence. Well, in political news, most families in the United States receive their first monthly payments of the child tax credit, which is a major component of President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan. Currently set to expire after 2021, the president hopes to extend this new child care tax credit after the end of this year. Our BronxNet reporter, Tomas Dominguez, has more details.
Last month, a majority of families across the United States received the first round of monthly payments under the new enhanced child tax credit for 2021. A major component of President Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan, the president signed the act into law earlier this year after the bill just narrowly passed in both houses of Congress. Jeffrey Almanzar, senior tax partner for the Commission ENT-LCC, spoke with BronxNet correspondent Sanjay Lopez to discuss this enhanced child tax credit in greater detail.
So for children that are under 5 years old, you should be receiving about $300 a month. And then for children above that age, you should receive about $250 a month. So if you really do the calculation, people would be receiving a total of $1,800 a month for kids. $1,800 for the whole rest of the year, which is 6 months. So that'll be about $1,800, and then for kids above the 5 years of age, would be the $250 times the 6 months, so that'll be about $1,500.
According to the Biden administration, the amount of benefits families can receive depends on income level. Those eligible for the full child tax credit include single parents making less than $112,500 a year and married couples with children making less than $150,000 a year. According to Columbia University's Center on Poverty and Social Policy, this enhanced child tax credit would also help significantly reduce the child poverty rate in the United States by approximately 50%. Set to expire at the end of this year, President Biden and a majority of Democrats in Congress want to continue this enhanced child tax credit after 2021. Currently, Senate Democrats hope to extend it until at least 2025, in the future human infrastructure bill they hope to pass later this year.
We cannot and should not be the party that cuts child poverty in half only until 2025. We should and must be the party that champions a permanent breakthrough against child poverty.
If you and/or your family filed taxes in the last 2 years or signed up with the federal non-filer tool and meet income eligibility, your family should automatically get monthly payments. If you want to see if you and your family meet the eligibility standards for monthly payments, visit www.whitehouse.gov, child tax credit, sign up. Reporting for BronxNet, Tomas Dominguez.
And thank you, Tomas. In recent news, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake violently shook Haiti on August the 14th, killing over 2,000 people. Now, this latest earthquake, more powerful than the devastating quake in 2010, which was a 7.0 magnitude quake. The Biden administration, the United Nations, and private relief agencies operating in Haiti promised urgent help. Now, here locally, the New York City Police Department is joining the effort, sending help to Haiti. Now, the NYPD says all precincts will be collecting medical supplies, personal hygiene items, non-perishable food, bottled water, and clothing for those in need. Also in community news, the Bronx Farm is being targeted by vandals, leaving local farmers committed to stepping up their partnership with the NYPD to help continue their mission. Our BronxNet reporter Arlene Makoko brings us the story.
These cut power lines serve as yet another example, say farmers, that they are a target for vandals aimed at disrupting the running of La Finca del Sur, nearly 3 acres of land here located at 138th Street, just south of the Grand Concourse.
It was discovered that someone pulled out the battery cell for our solar panel.
The wires located behind this casita are on property owned by the city towards the entrance and then divided here by the Metro North on one side and the Department of Transportation on the other, and it's all now managed by the farmers.
That was used for farmers to help charge their phones, to plug in our weed whacker or electric tools if we needed to.
So it seems like the panels are still there? Right, but the control board was taken.
Unfortunately, this is not the first time, shared Nancy Ortiz-Surin, who is a core farmer as well as co-founder of La Finca del Sur that opened in 2009 and that most recently hosted this concert sponsored by the Pregones Theater featuring these bomba dancers.
We have been the subject of break-ins, continuous break-ins to our shipping containers and equipment here on the farm since the fall of 2019. So this actually started pre-pandemic.
In the last month, there's been an uptick, though.
Weed whackers and a couple of other things were taken.
Now an active police investigation, the farmers here want to continue with their mission outlined from the start, and that is to see the community flourish, something they do by donating fresh produce, hosting free concerts, and building partnerships with the Department of Education, allowing students from local schools to tour the farm. For more information on the farm, including events at La Finca del Sur, you can go to their Facebook page. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
Thank you, Arlene. And that's all the time we have for our Bronx updates, but we do have more show coming up. We urge you don't go anywhere. Open continues following this break.